Happy New Week, my people. How are you waiting? They happy waiting this up. Welcome back to our channel. Okay, guys, will you vote for this man right here? Is a white man. Some people call him Onyibo politician in Nigeria. He wants to run for governor of Plateau State. Would you vote for him if you had the opportunity? I saw in the comment section someone said even those people, those we call our own, can't even do what we want them to do, or they can't even do the right thing. So why wouldn't I vote for a white man? But what do you think about this? Let us read this report. It says his real name is Weerberboha. I don't know if I pronounced that right. He's a Dutch. Johanna Maigona is his Hausa name. He was born in Jos and did his secondary school there. He started speaking Hausa before English. Emma Yabaga's mom is his adopted sister. He was almost killed in the Jos crisis of 2003. Guys, what do you think? Let us move straight to the next one. So, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Osinbajo, and Fayemi met recently in Lagos. I heard about this meeting last week, so I was like, okay, let's see what happens next, or the outcome of this meeting. Well, we finally got the outcome. None of the aspirants at the meeting agreed to step down for another if need arises. They agreed on other things, but that part where someone have to step down for the order, it seemed like it's impossible. So, Osinbajo and Tinubu, they come, publicly laugh, smile and all that, but we know what's going on in background. I mean, it's politics anyways. No permanent friends and no permanent enemies. I know you're wondering, okay, what's up? What's the update about this 100 million naira? And guys, by the way, we have more stuff to talk about on the news today. We have Mercy Aigbe today. Mercy Aigbe and Adikaz and the other wife, the estranged wife, we have more stuff to talk about. Blood sisters as well. But politics first. You guys know why we start with politics, for those of you that have been watching for a while now. Okay, here we have this man. His name is ADETONA. ADETONA is the president of the African Development Bank. Well, he just picked the nomination form, the APC nomination form that cost 100 million naira, my people. We have the list, and the total is like 2.5 billion. If you add everything together, it's like 2.5 billion naira so far. Like, we have this much money. Although EFCC said we will go after these guys, but we'll have to wait for INEC, okay, to tell us who they suspect or should be investigated. So INEC will be the one to, I don't know, but so this guy, let me read this part. Okay, there's something similar here. It says this is as a coalition of 28 groups. So 28 groups, they came together to help this man out. Something is just similar. Just wait, you will understand. Because the CBN governor himself picked this nomination form, 100 million naira. Take note. And they usually say groups came together. There's something that is consistent in this. Farmers got it for me. Oh, farmers are, okay, look at this one. They said 28 groups consisting of Youth Arise Movement, Nigerians in Diaspora, One Nigeria Group, Prudent Youth Association of Nigeria, women groups, farmers, people with disability. Who are these people that came together to say, okay, let us, raise 100 million naira so this particular person? Like, if you guys can afford it, say that with your full chest and stop deceiving us. And here we have Emefiele. Let us read this. It says the groups: Rice Farmers Association of Nigeria, Friends of Emefiele, and Emefiele's support group said Emefiele is the only responsible and responsive person to succeed President Muhammadu Buhari at 2020. So they raised the money for him, the farmers. Here we have Obiese Sili, the former Minister of Education. She says, the governor of Central Bank of Nigeria must now immediately tender his resignation to stop further destroying whatever little remains of the country's monetary policy reputation. Mr. Emefiele should leave immediately tonight to pursue his ill-fated political career. Now, look at the list of those that have got the ticket so far. Everything right now, as I speak to you, in total is 2.5 billion naira. An EFCC chairman said recently that we are working to ensure the monies used in the purchase of the nomination forms ahead of the 2023 elections are legitimate. So if they are not legitimate, what are you going to do? Let us read this. It says, when it comes to the issue of the monitoring election funds as well as candidate funds, that has to do with the work of INEC in this regard. But of course, we are working hand in gloves with INEC and other related agencies in that field to ensure that we follow the money. We know the source, whether it is legitimate or illegitimate, because that is what concerns us. So INEC, you expect INEC to give you the real news or the real figures? Or come on, man, just do your job and leave those people out of it. Moving on to the next one here, guys. This is a youth here. I know we're asking, oh, we need a youth to run for. Finally, a lady came out, a young lady, and guess what? They finished this lady in comment section, and it got me worried and thinking, Nigerians, what do you guys really want? What is your problem? Or are we the problem? A youth will come out. They started talking about her wig, what she wore. Even the lady beside her started making fun of what she had on. Let's watch this video.
I want us to understand that you do not need a rich man to rule Nigeria. Yes. You do not need a rich man to lead Nigeria. Yes. What we need in Nigeria is a man with sense. Yes. And I'm here offering myself. By the grace of God, we've been able to dig deep and see a lot of ways we can bring in solutions. Now, for security problem, I am promising Nigerians by the grace of God that my first day in office, nobody goes to sleep. If you are a security operative, know that the first day Ruby is being sworn to power, you do not go to sleep. Why? Because that is the first thing we are going to handle. As a matter of fact, it is an emergency.
Here we have Mercy Aigbe. Mercy Aigbe and Adeka's wife clashed again. We thought it's over. This man and this lady built something that seemed like an amazing life, you know, back there. I feel like they really devoted time, money, everything to build, you know, something for themselves, for the future and the kids. They've got 4 kids or 3 kids together before Mercy Aigbe. So it's understandable if, you know, the wife's got, you know, more money on a certain project. I'm sure that the man too is rich, right? But in the house that Mercy Aigbe is living currently with the guy, which I think I said that, you know, then, although Mercy Aigbe said that, you know, I'm still living in the house and stuff like that, the lady, that's Adeka's estranged wife, wants Mercy Aigbe to leave the house that she and her estranged husband built before Mercy Aigbe, and according to reports, she owns 70% of the money they used to build a house. So she's putting more money, you know, than the husband, the money they used to build the house. Now, Mercy Aigbe, and I think ladies do this a lot, to just spite one another, right? So maybe that's why Mercy Aigbe is doing that. I don't know. Well, Mercy Aigbe, you know, posts some of those pictures in the, you know, on social media. Mercy Aigbe herself went to the same place, you know, the same spot to take pictures in the same house and posted it on social media. So I think these things that gets into the estranged wife, she's not really cool with it. By the way, they're still legally married. So she came on social media, couldn't take it anymore. Man, this lady, like, with her full chest, without fear or anything, comes on social media and calls these two out anytime she feels like. Anytime she feels like, okay, they're doing something that I don't like. She doesn't even like shade or try to like go through the corners. She called them out with her full chest. Well, here she says, Real Mercy Aigbe Adeka's production, for the last and final time, stop pushing me. That's what she's trying to say, by the way. Stop pushing me. Kazim, do the needful. Pull it down. You've been warned. 12 hours only. So maybe she's talking about the pictures, right, that pull it down. And I think she's also working on that in background. What am I trying to say? She wants Mr. Aigbe and the estranged husband to leave the house, or Mr. Aigbe to just leave the house. Now the house belongs to her and the man. Mr. Aigbe has no right to be in the house. Moving on to the next one here, social media already titled this "Keeping Up with the Dean's Family." I mean, we're talking about Korra and her husband's situation. Something that we thought was a joke becomes so serious. I think I stumbled on a video of the husband coming out to say, he didn't. Yeah, I saw the video. He said it was a mistake, but this lady Korra had called him out for allegedly stealing her $5,000, and she said that for 3 years that she's been in America, she never owned her own our own personal bank account. Yeah, but I understand you don't go into marriage feeling like you're going to split. You just go into marriage believing that you guys are going to be together forever. And I think that helps, that mindset actually helps. But it's just crazy sometimes when things like this happen and you just have to okay, my personal account and all that. But yeah, I think the guy reacted to that. If I see the video, I'll share with you guys. I think I watched the video. The guy said it was a mistake, something. But now Korra, if you notice, Korra is now finally letting it out. The whole thing that she's been holding back, the tears, the emotions, everything now, she just let it out.
I need to clean things out first. Considering my family, which are my kids, and not having the need to come and justify myself in public. Let's put it at that. But at this juncture, I have no choice but to do what I'm doing right now. It's not helping me at all, and I cannot continue being quiet. I'm not going to be quiet anymore. I'm just going to have to say this. Today, Justin Dean, I sent mistakenly to the joint account, that was the only account I had in America for 3 years until I opened my own personal account. He telling me I didn't need account, I don't need any account, until one day he came home and told me get out of the house and emptied the account. I had nothing. That's when I knew I had to open my account.
Mommy, it's a football.
It's a football.
Come, let's play. Okay.
Justin went in the joint account. I had mistakenly sent $5,000 there for rent and a bunch of, I sent it for my PayPal. I didn't know that the account linked to the PayPal was still the joint account. He emptied the account, and I have my voice and I will use it for my girls. I will use my voice for my girls. This is the end. This is the end. He has done the last to me. He has done the last to me. This is the last thing he would do to me. I was going to be quiet. I was keeping quiet. I was keeping quiet for my health, for my girls. I am breastfeeding. My child is 2 months old, barely 2 months old. I am taking care of a newborn and a toddler by myself. I just had help not too long ago. This man is waking up to steal. If he was a human being, I would be crying, but I know that I'm not dealing with a human being. I'm dealing with a monster.
Okay, guys, let us talk about Blood Sisters, the movie. Before it started trending, I think, or before I stumbled on it on social media, I think I saw it in the recommendation box, or section, Netflix, but I was like, Blood Sisters. It seemed like this is like a remake. That's what I thought. Like, oh, maybe this is a remake of this Genevieve movie back then. I think there was a movie back then titled Blood Sisters where they started Genevieve. So I thought like it's like a sequel or something. But it seemed like it's a whole different movie from that. It has nothing to do with that. Now, guys, The thing is, this movie seems controversial. Now, I'm yet to watch the movie. I probably would watch it today. But yeah, there's a lot said about the movie. Even though some people think that this movie, is interesting, others were like, no, it's interesting, but there's some things that just didn't sit right or well with them. I'm talking about some of the viewers. The nudity, in the movie, they were like, it's not necessary. There were, of course, criticism. This thing, movies would come with that. But guys, have you watched this movie? Let me know what you think. There was a scene, actually. This lady kissing her son. Her real name is Ketenshaw, of course. Kissing this other actor, I've forgotten his name. But yeah, that actor is a son in the movie Blood Sister. So people were like, why would someone even kiss, their son in the mouth like an adult? Apart from that, right, this person has this to say about, Blood Sisters, talking about, them watching soft porn or something because of nudes. It says here, you can see the conversation here. It says, "Good afternoon, sir. I relapsed. It happened really quick. Okay, sorry about that. Watched porn? Not really. Watched the movie Blood Sisters. Okay, let us read the reactions. The nudity in Blood Sister wasn't needed. It's never needed. We are gradually accepting it. Before long, it becomes the norm in Nollywood. Entertainment can be entertaining and informative without nudity." Continues. "The acting was good though. That new lady, the Timei actress, was the breakout star. Hollywood started nudity this way. Now they've gone full-blown LGBTQ. If we accept this as a norm, don't be surprised when our movie industry joins the clamor for it." Have you watched it? What are your thoughts? Would you advise me to go watch it? Now I'm looking forward to, watching this movie, like seriously. Now, people started comparing ADETONA. I love ADETONA's part, like very confident, courageous guy, tall, looks good, with the hair and everything fit in perfectly, right? But I'm a big fan of Ramsey Noah, by the way. Big fan of his movies. His character in any movie, it might not even be there. I might not like the movie, but Ramsey Noah characters, I love it. Now, they're saying, no way, Ramsey Noah is a low-budget John Wick. You can't use it to compare ADETONA's part. Now, Ramsey Noah's name there, I think, is Uncle B. So, there we go. And Nasi Isime. Yeah, I like Nasi Isime. Yeah, she's a good actress and a good host as well. So I'm looking forward to that, to watching the movie. Anyways, guys, let's move straight to the next one. Here we have Aigbe Etim. Unse Aigbe Etim. She's an actress, a very good actress. I think I like her role in King of Boys, Return of King of Boys, I think, the sequel. She came out, few years ago. Isn't up to a year, because the way the year is running now, like, it's crazy. They revealed it that she can't give birth. She had to, undergo a surgery, and this surgery is called hysterectomy, which is the removal of the uterus after she was diagnosed with adenomyosis. Okay. Just thank God I didn't bite my tongue. Okay, during an interview with Trudy, she further revealed how she, got support from her husband and everything, because myself, I've been, longing to hear from her, like, okay, what's up with this lady, after a couple of, because a lot of people at that time were like, are you sure your husband is going to be okay with it?
But was there a time when you felt shame about talking about it?
It's not shame.
Mm-hmm.
Inadequacy.
Explain that.
I felt inadequate as a woman.
Yeah.
Because
the messaging you've been getting from as a woman.
I felt inadequate. So every time it was mentioned, I would remember. So that's what it was. But shame, I'm not ashamed. Oh, man. Yeah. So it's the least that I would be. Shame, I can't. And I'm thankful for how I was brought up. We don't tie shame to ourselves. We live through life.
Fully.
fully.
Yeah.
And that's how it is.
I mean, I'm taking it for granted that your husband has stood by you throughout all of that. Exactly.
No,
it's just.
But is that not the way it's supposed to be?
That's the way,
Because
yes.
when people say, "Oh, we need to really be thankful for,"
no, there's nothing. Yeah, I don't.
I don't
Yeah,
understand. No.
no. So, like, what's happened?
What really happened? This is
What did I do?
It's us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You walk in there as it's a partnership. What comes? Good, bad,
Yes.
ugly. It's
That's
us.
what it is.
Just let it be.
Yeah, yeah. But you hide your husband more than Coca-Cola hides whatever it is they put inside the bottle.
He's not hiding. He's a really private person.
Right. Oh, I love that. Zoom in.
Okay, guys, moving on to the next one. Guys, this is sickening. I don't know. A lot of Nigerians found this cool. They were like, "Oh, I went through that. I even went through worse," because you go through something. And that's the problem with our lecturers in school, in universities. Then they will say, "Oh, because I didn't finish with first class, or because during my time, first class was very hard." What's the difference between you and those lecturers? No, tell me. Oh, because, education was so hard, then you have to go through the same hardship. Even though you want first class, I'm not going to give you first class. It's not easy. It wasn't easy during my own time. That's a sickening. That's not a healthy way to see life, right? Yeah, even though there are other things about this being disciplined that, because I went through this, I think you should go through this, and it doesn't have to be someone suffering. It doesn't have to be. It could be like investment. Because I invest, I want my kids to invest. I want them to have the knowledge to invest. I want them to know how to spend money and not even suffer them, okay? Not let them starve and say you're training. No, this teacher hitting the heads of kids in class, slapping them, it's not good. Floyd Mayweather is currently in Nigeria. He arrived in Nigeria for his press conference ahead of his fight exhibition in Dubai next week. This will be his first time in Nigeria.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! And now,
whoopin' Floyd, whoopin' Floyd, whoopin' Floyd, TBE, TMT, TBE, the best ever. Money make, Mayweather, the best ever. Whoopin' Floyd, 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 whoopin'. TBE, TMT, TBE, the best ever. Money make, Mayweather.
This lady talks about something called fat phobic. Do you agree? Because I disagree. Like, I don't know. Or maybe there's just nothing wrong with whatever she calls fat phobic. I don't know. But guys, let us watch this and let me know what you think.
Yeah. So, intentional weight loss. So you purposely saying, I want to lose 20 pounds is fat phobic. And you might be like, what? Oh my goodness. I'm not trying to be fat phobic, but you are. You're being fat phobic to yourself. Why do you want to lose 20 pounds? It's probably to fit into something smaller. It's probably so people treat you better. It's probably for all the reasons that fat folks are shamed simply for being fat. So by continuing to perpetuate that, right, seeking intentional weight loss, we are contributing to our fat phobic society. So that's why intentional weight loss is fat phobic.
Now let us read this one. A Nigerian lady identified as Elohol. Elohol, that name sounds familiar. Narrates how her husband has refused to help her own family members after paying almost 580k as bride price to marry her. She wrote, I got married 8 months ago. My husband earns 70k monthly, while I am yet to get a job during our wedding ceremony. Hubby spent during our wedding ceremony, Hubby spent about 580,000 naira on the list given to him for the traditional wedding. I persuaded my parents to reduce the list, but they said it is a must and a tradition. So just for the list alone, apart from the money spent, because I'm sure he was the one who spent money on traditional wedding and all that, earning 70k, and you still pay for other things. My God, that's a lot for someone that earns 70k monthly. He was able to raise the money as I wasn't working and I couldn't help financially. After marriage, I suggested that he should be sending something monthly to my parents as he does send to his parents too. But to my surprise, the reply he gave me was that he didn't owe my parents anything, that they have collected all they are entitled to. I was not angry about that until my younger brother wanted to get married, and his bride family gave him a list of things for the traditional wedding, which amounted to 400k. Now, this is my problem with Africa, or Nigeria especially, right? The way we put so much weight, so much like pressure on guys, you know, and it comes back in a very serious way. That's where you get to see guys using their girlfriend for rituals, their wife for rituals, because of the oppression, the societal oppression that we put on ourselves. We know that this person is earning so amount. Even the lady, you didn't even pity your husband. They said my dad then shared the expenses and told my husband to contribute 120k towards my brother's wedding. But to my surprise, your brother, you say, your brother, isn't your brother a man just like myself? I mean, that's what the husband should ask the, like, isn't your brother a man like myself that's supposed to hustle and make sure he provide all these things? Can you imagine? And he says, but to my surprise, my husband said no and told me that my family has collected all they wanted during our wedding and they shouldn't come to him for any financial assistance. This got me angry and I told him that he is not responsible. Ever since then, we have been living like strangers in the house. He doesn't talk to me. He has just been keeping to himself, and I have never seen him this way before, not even in our 2 years of courting. Please, our mommies and daddies, kindly advise me on what to do to save the situation. I am in between my husband and my family. Guys, advise this lady, please. Put it in the comment section. That is my own thoughts, okay? Guys, here is another one. Okay, let's read. Just listen. My guy's wedding is on the 8th May. His wife-to-be asked him to book flight for her family members to attend their wedding. The guy said he doesn't have that kind of money to throw away. She called off the wedding. Man dodged the bullet, and he says he's depressed, but I'm sure he will be fine. He will be fine. He will be fine, you know. I think he will be fine. Moving on, speaking about families here, somebody says, I stopped telling my mom about my life and started flourishing. Every time I ask her to pray for something, it would get worse. We haven't spoken in a week, and this is the happiest I have been all week. I really can't wait until she leaves this earth to be with her creator Satan. I don't know, but sometimes we might be wrong. Sometimes our minds kind of mess with us, and once it gets stuck in our head, maybe it happened once, he just gets stuck in his head that, you know, I think this woman is a witch. It sticks in your head like it's a witch. Most of the time, our mothers, our parents are innocent, you know, but it just sticks in our head because of what we already believed and what we already attach ourselves to. I'm not saying that there are not like devilish mothers out there, but a mother that didn't kill you while you were little, growing up and all that. You know, notice it didn't say the mother said crazy things about him, because yeah, maybe your mother said some kind of like demeaning things about you, or said some things to your face that brought you down emotionally, said some bad words, and you never said. You just said whatever you tell your mom, that thing get worse. Yeah, I don't know, but you know, I've seen people talk like this about. I don't know. You might just be wrong. Take care of your mom. You might just be wrong. You never know. Never know. Guys, let us move straight to the next one. Let me know what you think about this. Ladies, just let me know. Is this true? Let's watch.
This other gender. See, let me tell you another tactic my gender used to use. You see that thing that girls do where you're on a date? She didn't tell you that she'll be leaving early, and then suddenly she says, I have to leave. And then there's somebody that's calling to that effect. Hello, babe, where are you now? Hello, babe, be coming now. Hello, babe, mommy is sick now. It's plan work. I say I should tell you that we girls used to plan it. You see that shit where she does that she has to go to the bathroom and she takes her phone. She has gone.
Moving on to the next one. This lady shares her experience at a hospital in Switzerland.
See hospital in Obodo Igbo. They bring you food, they bring you tea, they bring you coffee. There's only 2 people in this room. Yes, to change the pampers. Very neat. With shower and toilet.
Guys, that is where I'm going to hold it. Thank you so much for watching. Now, today's question. If it comes down to only pastors for the 2023 presidential elections, who is your candidate? Who is your candidate? Yemi Osinbajo or Bakare? Leave your answers in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Until we see you next time. Peace.